Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. Johnny Fisher, Dave Allen has been confirmed on the undercard for the Fury-Usyk rematch, and that card is going to be in Saudi Arabia, December the 21st. The tagline, as you can see here, reignited. I'm feeling a little unreignited about some of this card, and with this fight with Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen. I know some people will probably say, oh, Dave Allen, tough, durable, he'll be a test. But, you know, I don't really think that's going to be the case. To be frank, I think Dave Allen is shot. I think this is a showcase fight where Johnny Fisher is going to go in there and, you know, put the hurt on. And I think he is going to stop him at some point. I think people have very short memories about Dave Allen. I mean, this will be built up as two popular domestic fighters from the UK, but it's a card in Saudi Arabia. So, I mean, does it really hold much interest for the Saudis? I mean, it is a showcase fight to try build a bit more name recognition for Johnny Fisher, add a name to his record. The thing he gets from this fight is the credit from the name of Dave Allen. I think Dave Allen, the fighter, in reality, is shot to pieces. And Fisher, in his social media comments, has said, 5 years after getting battered in sparring, I get to do battle with Dave in the dunes of Arabia on the Fury vs. Usyk show. Bull vs. Rhino, let's have it. Saudi Bosch. And this is a fight that actually Dave Allen was teasing for some time, that he was having an opportunity, a big opportunity in the pipeline. And it's to the point now where I'm just like, is he actually deserving of these opportunities? It's not 2018, it's not 2019, it's not a case of hit, you know, the Dave Allen pay-per-view button, him come in and do something against a guy and be in an entertaining fight. I mean, we're well removed from that point, and this comment about 5 years after getting battered in sparring, that's an absolute age in the heavyweight division. I mean, we've seen the best of Dave Allen come and go in that time. I mean, you just look at the record 5 years ago, his career best win against Lucas Brown. And then he went on that same year to get absolutely battered pillar to post by David Price. And since then, it's really been unremarkable. He did have a situation where he retired. There was that footage with Alexander Usyk where Usyk touched him and he was basically kind of all out of it. And some of what he's been trying to do more lately has been trying to sell himself as still a guy that's a viable fighter. And he's been telling big promoters, pick up the phone, call me, I'm available. But I think the Dave Allen of 2024 still wants Dave Allen money of 2018, 2019. And I'm just not so sure he's worth it anymore. And we got, just a year or so ago, against Fraser Clark, we had that opportunity he had against Clark there, and Clark was in complete control. It ended up by a retirement in 6 rounds, and Dave Allen was deeply unimpressive in that fight. Although there was a situation with Clark landing some low blows. But the retirement was due to a perforated eardrum, but that fight was going all one way. It looked like by the end that Dave Allen wanted out. And I guess you could say, well, maybe some of that was the injury. But it feels like Dave Allen, you know, despite what he might say on social media and on YouTube, on his channel and all that, and he has to be positive and talk about what he's got left and can still contribute. But this is, I think, a cash out, and even he kind of alludes to it to maybe some degree. He says White Rhino and the Romford Bull, the last roll of the dice in Riyadh, don't get any bigger than this. Big thanks for the opportunity to compete on the biggest stage. Johnny Fisher is a great man, and I look forward to sharing the ring with you. So effectively saying the last roll of the dice. I mean, make of that what you will. I don't really hold any hope that this is going to be that competitive. And I think some people, at least casual boxing fans, will see Johnny Fisher going in there and putting a beating on him and then saying he's the next big thing. As it was with that fight with Alan Babbage, I said ahead of that one, I didn't think that was going to be super competitive. I thought that was tailor-made for Johnny Fisher. And I think Dave Allen is tailor-made. This version of Dave Allen is tailor-made for Johnny Fisher. So, I'm not really doing much to talk up this fight, but I think it's careful matchmaking. I think it's for a guy that's 12-0, that's building a bit of a reputation, sells tickets, trying to make him into a bigger name and build a star in the Matchroom stable. It's careful matchmaking and likely to end, I believe, in a stoppage, with Johnny Fisher pummeling Dave Allen, who is a shadow of himself and well past his best at this point, taking all sorts of punishment. Did we not forget that he retired a few years ago, talking about all the health issues that he was starting, headaches and other bits and pieces? It was the right time at that point I believe, for him to have stayed retired. But obviously the lure of boxing, the money that comes with it, the lifestyle and everything associated with it, it's drawn him back. And I'm just not sure this is going to end well for him. I think Johnny Fisher should be a firm favourite. Whatever happened 5 years ago when Fisher was a university student, not even a pro, it means nothing at this point. We know that Fisher has got better while Dave Allen has been on a steep decline. 5 years ago, getting battered, who cares? So what? Fisher by stoppage, and I think this might be the last we see of Dave Allen. This is a showcase and nothing more. What do you make of it all? Drop a comment loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Boxing_squared. I'm out.